Hello everybody, welcome back once again to the Lord of the Rings, the Third Age walkthrough.
Halt! By order of the king!
We seek to pass.
I must find my family.
I obey my orders, lady. None shall pass without permission.
Come, let us gather Rohan's riders. That shall make our case.
Alright, so the guards here at the gate essentially turn you away until you've mustered all of the Rohirrim. I think that's what's going on. Anyways, we've got a little piece or a ring there for Barethor. I don't think I equipped this, but we'll find out. 15 strength. That's pretty huge. 3 dex. That's okay. That's okay for, like, yeah, obviously this would be for a physical based Barethor. I'm not gonna bother equipping that. I really don't use his sword skills much, so that's just not gonna do me much good. Anyways, we need to head into the cave here, and I thought there was some dudes there. Yeah, they're there.
Join with Eomer at Helm's Deep. War comes.
All right. Riders on the west side of the Warg Cave. I think there's riders on the east side as well. I don't know why I backed up there. Oh well. I think there's riders on the other side of the cave too, so we'll have to go chat with them, but we need to explore the cave, and I'm gonna put Morwen up front, or as the character that gets all the experience probably from here on out. Actually, I think this is until the end of the game, and the reason being is she's way behind everybody else as far as levels. I think Eomer might be sorry, is that his name? Jesus, what? Eoden. There you go. Jeez. What a little slip there for a second. Anyways, so he's a bit behind on levels as well, but I think he just gets a little bit better armor, and I don't know what his health is like in comparison to Morwen's, but she seems like she needs the experience more than him in the levels. So again, you know, I'm gonna stick her up front. And all right, so we're gonna make a trip here through the caves. This, like I said earlier, or probably in the past video, there is this area is probably the most confusing, just because of the sheer amount of different pathways that go through here. I think this is the exit. Yeah, that's the exit. But obviously we're going to try to grab all of the treasures here, so we'll have to take a different path. Alright. So here's Wheel of Fire. I think this kills off every... Ooh, okay, those two lived. Wow, that's funny. They must be hanging on by just a thread. Anyhow, you know, in all honesty, I don't know what these wargs really do. I mean, obviously, okay, apparently they can half-shot Morwen, so that's something. Let's see how much it does to Idril. Oh, okay, well, or she could just miss. I kind of wanted to see what the difference was in damage dealt, because I think Idril's got the best armor stat of all my characters. And I believe Morwen has the absolute worst. So I was kind of hoping that I could see a bit of a contrast there on the damage, but oh well, not this time. And it looks like potentially from here on out. Oh gosh, I just realized we don't even have Eoden yet. Womp womp. By the way, spoiler alert. That's our 6th character. Anyways, it looks like to me, maybe, again, I'm not 100% sure on the rest of these battles, but at least for this one, I didn't bother swapping characters in and out for the experience. And again, I kind of feel like from this point on that might be the case. I don't think that I really needed to you know, really keep up that well, just because everybody was fairly over leveled other than Morrowind, for instance. All right, so this battle here is one of the surrounded battles, I think. Let's see. Yep. Okay, so I don't know. In all honesty, anybody other than Morrowind would have been a better choice for this, but because of my, I guess my dabblings in the Shadowcraft tree, this battle does not end up being very difficult at all. Wheel of Fire is really gonna do some crazy damage here. I'm not sure if Wheel About was a good idea or not. I think it would have been a better idea for me to toss a Wheel of Fire on the opposite enemies and not just, you know, attack these same ones. Now granted, we just took down half of the enemies here, so I guess it wasn't the worst thing in the world. Oh, and it looks like I must have used Frenzy. And I don't think I can, yeah. So there's no way to hit all 3 of the final ones here, so I'm only going to be able to hit 2. So there will be one left. Oh, it's so ridiculous. Anyways, you know, so if you are not building this way or haven't developed your spirit powers, it's, you know, essentially all these battles are kind of, they should probably play out the same way. If you've got Idril, I would recommend casting Haste on herself first. I don't know if I would say using Frenzy right away is a good idea. I just, the problem with using Frenzy is it actually kind of has like a long, it almost like has a long reuse. So, you know, again, every time you, just by using that, you're going to be putting yourself really far down on the attack list. So if you're going to do that, you kind of need to be able to take out a lot of targets all at once. And if you don't have something like, you know, Wheel of Fire or something like that, I don't know if that I would really recommend doing that. But anyways, you know, get her hasted up and then, you know, move on. Haste somebody else. Get your buffs going with Barithor if you've got him in there. Otherwise, you know, if Hadhod is there, Mountain Shield is always a great skill to start off with if, you know, if you've got it. Otherwise, you know, it's the same old stuff. Just take out priority targets. In that group there, I don't know that anything is able to stun. I don't think it is. Nor do I think anything uses crippling abilities. So, you know, as far as like priority targets, I don't know that I could really pick out any. The wargs seem to do okay damage, but I think they've got a little better health totals than the orcs do. Again, I'm not 100% sure on that though, so I guess just use the same old tried and true tactics, I suppose. But here it looks like we've got a new pair of boots for Idril. And this, I think this is the last passageway here. Waters of Gladden, meh. Meh. I said meh. And then, alright. Actually, I guess technically this is the last the last passageway. And this is kind of like a winding trail that leads outside, and then you'll end up back inside another cave. Which is kind of cool. I don't know. It was a cool little shot of the background, or the backdrop. I don't know. Anyways. Cracked Stone of Slashing Defense. Meh. And actually, sorry, to get the rest of these, or the one treasure chest in the back there, I will have to spin back around and follow that trail. It's essentially you have to go to where that last treasure chest was and then kind of go back behind it. Yeah, because there's no way to get here from the ground. I think I was looking for somebody that potentially needed that cracked elf stone, but I don't know that anybody actually really did. All right, here's where I figured it out. All right, here we are. For a king's foil? Okay, defy shadow. That's so lame. All right, so nothing good there. And Lembas. All right, so pretty disappointing as far as loot goes there. I mean, in all honesty, heck, yeah, I don't know. Well, I was gonna say we could do the evil mode for, well, what was that? East Eminent? Was it East Eminent? I think it was East Eminent evil mode for the elf stones, the slashing protection, and that one actually would have been better because I think this was just a cracked one. So again, I don't know. The treasures up there were, or at least in that room, were pretty lame. All right, I think we need to go, yeah, to this. Well, okay, no, not this way. This is a dead end, dude. Yeah, here we go. Curve around here, and I believe this is it as far as treasures go. Limelight Waters. Okay, that's super lame. Well, I shouldn't say that. I think. Oh, I can't remember right off the top of my head. That might be the one that wakes up a sleeping ally, but I don't remember for sure. A lot of those, a lot of items in this game, I actually just don't remember what they all do because I never use them. Idril has actually, and Barathor both have ways of removing negative effects like that. So I typically use them as opposed to the items, and reason being the amount of items in this game is actually, I mean, kind of crazy. It gets to be to the point where if you're in battle, it's not always that great to have to sort through all of them just to find whatever you're looking for, you know. Whereas I can use something like what's Idril's ability there, cleansing water or something like that, or cleansing waters, and it just removes all status effects from, you know, a character. So as long as she's not silenced, that is typically the way I remove negative statuses. Alright, yeah, and we already got this treasure. So yeah, I believe, like I said, I'm pretty sure that we've now obtained all of the treasures out of this cave area. So hopefully the last thing we should have to do would be to go to the riders there at the entrance of the cave. Yeah, so here we are.
Your force is needed. Ride to Helm's Deep.
All right. The last thing now that we have to do actually is go to the very beginning, kind of like where we started the region at. And there's actually one last group of Rohirrim dudes there, and I don't know why am I going back into the cave? I don't know if I thought I was missing something here, but I definitely did not. We covered everything here. I think that is what I was doing, though. I wasn't sure if I explored everything. Single warg, okay. He's not going to be posing much of a threat here. I know at some point I took a little break and learned a bunch of Morwen's abilities. It very well may be towards the... It may actually be between this video and the next. I guess I'll have to check and see after this video is done. Otherwise, actually, probably how it's going to all play out is all of a sudden I'll just have all the skills. Because I actually don't remember the exact point where I did it. And when I say that, I used the Seize. I basically went into one battle and did the whole Seize skill over and over and over. And I basically got all of her Thiefcraft done, but I did not get all of her dual axe craft abilities for quite some time. She just gets so many of the dual axe craft, and you know, unfortunately, it just takes a ton of time to get all of them. Alright. Excuse me. So, it looked like this guy wasn't immune to... Oh, never mind, I'm sorry. I was thinking about paralyzing shot. I used blinding shot, and there's no icon for that, you know, to notify that you've used it. Anyways, all right. I dropped 2 items. It's kind of weird. All that Toby. I spent so much time crafting that stuff. Not back to back, obviously. I was actually trying to learn, you know, the other skills. Yeah, now I kind of realized that I've explored everything, I think. So hopefully GTFO. Yeah, I went there. Take a left. No, that's not a left. That is not the right way. Oh yes, okay. So now I remember what I did. I think what I did here was I exited out the cave the way we came in, and I actually went around the other side of the I don't know what this, I guess the cave, to get back to Morwen's village. And the reason why I did that was I was kind of out Nazgul hunting. I wanted to I think I wanted to try to steal from it, you know, to determine, I guess, if it gave us anything good, which it doesn't. I think it's just a Sauron blood. So, you know, definitely not something I would recommend or say that it's, you know, worthwhile to seek them out. But I believe that is why I went back through the cave. But anyways, so we actually will need to, like I said, go all the way back to the, kind of like the beginning of the region. There is one final group of Rohirrim, or Riders of Rohan, or whatever you want to call them, hanging out there. And then that, I believe, prompts Eomer to... Oh, I don't know, what does he say? It says something like prepare... like kind of like a prepare for war or some weird crap like that. Anyways, so yeah, so that's how events are going to play out, and obviously that won't be until the next video. Yeah, we're getting way close to the end of this video here, so that will have to be taken care of in the next one. So here, I guess I used fear on this dude. I'm not really sure why, but it's amazing. It's way too good. You know, it essentially just completely immobilizes the enemy, and they just let you beat the crap out of them, which again is amazing. I would say that that Elfstone of Fell Shadow is definitely worth putting some time into. At least give it a shot. You know, maybe, I don't know who you'd want to give it to if you've got a priority. I guess I would say a caster of some sort, but I think Idril always makes a fantastic choice for it. But you know, like I said, try it out. You know, see how you like it, or if you like it. And if it feels crazy OP, then I guess don't do it, or don't put it on anybody else. But anyways, I'm gonna cut this video here. So again, the next video will be getting the last, I don't know, the last Rohirrim party dudes or whatever, and then we'll keep going. So anyways, I'm gonna cut it here. So thanks for watching, and I guess keep joining me for more.